Hey, do you really think that Nigeria can get to the level whereby we are really cashless? When I mean cashless, that means, very little cash is being handled. That's very little paper money circulates, and a lot more people would begin to do electronic transactions with their phones, QR codes, and all of that. Do you think we can get to that level in this country? Because like for example, the CBN has talked about this. They started the cashless policy in 2012, for example. A lot of people were like, I remember even when the ATM came up, we're like, oh no, Nigerians will not use ATM, all of that. So do you think that with all of this happening, that we can really get to the stage whereby people don't carry paper money as much as they should, or yes, as much as they should?
Yeah, I think we can, but we have to look at it. What are the factors required to get to this position, right? And who are the drivers or who are the stakeholders that requires to help us get to this position? And if you look at it, it is what I think. If you look at it from the CBN point of view, those are the reasons behind some of the initiatives you've seen over the time, right? Looking at it even from the point of introducing the recent local card initiative, right? All those initiatives actually is also to actually give, because you cannot say you want to drive like a cashless environment and the capability or infrastructure required to achieve this, you understand, are still quite expensive, or it's still quite expensive to adopt some of those solutions, right? Or even some solutions that will actually require you to drive some solutions around social impacts, you understand, to the excluded in the financial space. If you consider some of the existing solutions today and what is needed to drive those initiatives, you realize that there's still huge gaps, and those gaps require to be covered, right? So I believe we can get there, but the way we have, I think it's a growing stage, right? But there's so much that needs to be worked on when it comes to infrastructure capability and when it comes to driving more initiatives, right? And also, I think there has to be another key areas when it comes to collaboration, right? And collaboration means that from the policy wise to all some of the stakeholders within the policy value chain, right? And then other stakeholders to see how individual comes together, right? And see how we can actually start addressing those key areas or these areas that are lacking. Because if you look at the ratio of the total population of the country as a whole, right, we need to start looking at the way where we can map out solution or infrastructure and size them between a certain radius of people within the entire community. And those are where initiatives like agency banking are supposed to take banking closer to people in some ways, right? But I feel it's a journey and I feel we can attain it. And I feel that there are so much work that needs to be done and more collaboration that needs to work. But yes, we